Good day, sport lovers out there. Is another beautiful day on Hot Sport, that program where we dissect different kind of sports, whether you're talking about basketball, football, whatever kind of sports you can think of. This is the program where we put it up to you and then we dissect it and we provide our opinion and solution to some problems that come up in this sport. Today we will be talking especially about football. Yes, the rave at the moment is football because the major European league seasons have started. We are talking about Spanish La Liga to Italian Serie A to English Premier League, and a lot of them are the Liga, the Primera Liga in Portugal, and other leagues that are coming up, the Eredivisie from Netherlands. All these leagues have started, and of course, at the moment, football is the rave. Everyone is talking about football. Everyone is doing football. So let's give you football and let's see what happens. Of course, I am your guy, Legbashio Sport, Lawal Ajibola Akonji Said, and you are still here on CTV, that #1 TV channel online where we give it to you as it's happening all over in the world of sports. Stay tuned and we'll be right back to give you the full gist on the world of football. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my people. Now I'm telling you, at the moment in time, football is the rave. Everywhere you go, everybody is talking about football because the season has started. The major league seasons in all the European league seasons have started, and at the moment, let's quickly jump down to La Liga. That is Spanish league. Yes, the Spanish league is kicked off on the 14th, last Thursday. Yes, on the 14th of August. That's when they kick off, and they kick off that game with Athletic Club and Getafe, and that result is 1-1. They have 1-1 in that very game, and of course Real Betis and Girona also played their own game that very same day. They too, they drew 1-1 and no one win that game. And then we go over to other places on Friday where we get to Celta Figo. Celta Figo was playing Alaves, one of those teams that just get promoted onto the league, and then Celta Figo beat Alaves 2-1. Las Palmas play 2-2 with Sevilla. Las Palmas play 2-2 with Sevilla. And of course, Osasuna and Leganés, they play 1-1. Leganés, one of those clubs, those teams that just come up to the La Liga once again. Valencia and Barcelona. Barcelona was showing class once more by going away to Valencia and beating them 2-1. And of course, we have Real Madrid on Sunday. Yes, Real Madrid on Sunday, they play Mallorca. Real Madrid with Mallorca. That game resulted in 1-1. Even Real Madrid have to go home with one beautiful red card in that very particular game. But that game ended 1-1 draw with Mallorca, Real Madrid and Mallorca. And of course, Real Sociedad and Rayo Vallecano play 2-1 in their home game. Vallecano being the winner of that very particular encounter. And Valladolid, Real Valladolid, beg your pardon, play 1-0 to Espanyol, 1-0 with Espanyol, while Villarreal and Atletico Madrid play 2-2 draw in their own encounter. That is how it goes in the La Liga over the weekend. And of course, as the table stand at the moment, Celta Figo is at the top. Celta Figo is at the top because they won their game. And they won their game 2-1. Celta Figo at the top with 3 points. La Liga, Barcelona second place, Rayo Vallecano top place, and Valladolid is in fourth place. And the bottom four are Alaves, Real Sociedad, Valencia, and Espanyol. And of course, Real Madrid, you'll be asking where they are. They are in number 15th on the league at the moment. But you know now, for every elephant that is standing on the tree is not their home. We hope things will reshuffle itself. We know things will reshuffle itself as the league goes along. Let's quickly move from there and jump down to the English Premier League. Yes, the English Premier League. And of course, you know, down here in this part of the world, English Premier League, we follow it ardently like a baby follow its mother. At the moment in time, the English Premier League kick-started on the 15th of this very month. Yes, on Friday 15th, we kick-started it with Manchester United and Fulham. And Manchester United, and of course, as we usually call Manchester United, Manchester United are not bearing their name at the moment. They are doing better, and they won that game 1-0. They won Fulham 1-0. And then we shift quickly to Saturday, where we have Ipswich Town, one of those teams that get promoted. Remember, if you don't know, Ipswich Town in 2 years they promoted 2 times. In 2 years they promoted 2 times from League One to Championship. From Championship, they are here right now in the Premiership. And then, but when they are at home, and then they hosted Liverpool there, and of course Liverpool showed them that for the first time in your life, in the last 20 years, yes, that is in 2002, Ipswich relegated in 2002 season, they get relegated, and now they are back in the season. Of course, their last game by that time is 5-0 against Liverpool, and right now they are playing it again, and Liverpool was able to tell them, you are coming here to meet us, this is our home now. Even though we are in your home ground, it is 2-0. That very particular game, Liverpool beat them 2-0. Of course, Arsenal meet Wolves again. Wolves, one of those teams that are there, and of course Arsenal beat them 2-0 at home. Everton, that beautiful team, they did well last season. Everton was everywhere. We all have good hope, high hope for Everton. But their first game, my brother and sister, it is 3-0. Brighton wired them up and down, left and right. They smacked them up, 3-0. Of course, Everton received a red card in that very particular game. Yes, their head boot. Another head boot event happened in that very particular game, and Everton received a red card in that game. Newcastle Southampton, and of course Newcastle won that game 1-0. I beg your pardon, it is the Southampton game where the Newcastle game where someone received a red card. Yes, I remember now. And of course, at the moment, it is 1-0. Newcastle eventually won that game, even though they too get a red card. They won that game 1-0 against Southampton. And Nottingham Forest, they drew their game with Bournemouth 1-1. West Ham invited Aston Villa home, and of course Aston Villa hit more than them in the food that is printed on the table. Aston Villa beat them 2-1 in that very encounter. And Brentford with Crystal Palace, Brentford win at home 2-1. Chelsea. Of course, the Blues at the moment, they play a very beautiful game, but beautiful is not the name of the game. Fair play is the name of the game, and winning is the name of the game, is the result of the game. And Chelsea lose that game 2-0. They lose that game 2-0 under the bridge, at the Stamford Bridge. At the Stamford Bridge, they lost that game 2-0 to Manchester City, the champion Manchester City. And Leicester City come are back in the Premiership once again. They were relegated last season. Upper season, they came back like this very one, and of course they drew their game 1-1 with Tottenham. In that very particular game, you see the likes of Vardy playing pranks and jokes with the fans of Tottenham, of the Spurs, playing fans with them. He was touching his jersey that I have won league title while you people have 0. You have zilch, of course. And when he was interviewed about it, he said, if they can joke about me, I can joke about them. All of us can take the jokes as it comes in the world of football. This game is a beautiful game of football. Now let's quickly go to the table as it stands right now in the Premier League. Brighton is at the top because they won their game 3-0, and they are topping the league with goals at the moment, 3-0. Arsenal won their own game 2-0, letter A, and they are there second on the table. Liverpool 2-0, they are third on the league. And Man City, they won their own game 2-0, letter M, they are fourth on the table. At the moment, the bottom 4 are Chelsea in number 17, Ipswich Town number 18, Wolves number 19, and Everton number 20. All these teams did not win any game in the league in the first match day of the EPL. At the moment, the league is looking beautiful, and record are being broken at the moment as we are talking, as I'm talking to you now. Lagos is being broken. Let me quickly give you the record breaker at the moment. Mo Salah, Mohamed Salah of Egypt. Yes, that Liverpool player. He broke another record this very day. Mo Salah joined the league in 2017-2018 season, and since then, on match day 1 of every league day, Mo Salah has been scoring every match day 1, and he repeated the same this very weekend. Of course, which making Salah's goal in the 65th minute meant he has now scored on the opening day of the season 9 times, breaking the time for record. The tie for record with Frank Lampard, Wayne Rooney, and Alan Shearer. Yes, Alan Shearer have 8 goals as at before Mo Salah scored that game. Alan Shearer have 8 goals. Frank Lampard 8 goals, Wayne Rooney 8 goals. Of course, Aguero 7 goals, Teddy Sheringham 7 goals, and Jamie Vardy 7 goals. Jamie Vardy is still continuing on his own, but then Salah has been scoring consecutively every match day 1 since then. Congratulations, Mo Salah of Egypt, as you are proceeding in your career at Liverpool FC. Before I proceed, I want to quickly get to the powerhouse. When I'm back, we will give you more in the world of football as it's happening at the moment. Stay tuned, don't go away. Welcome back, my people. Yes, at the moment we are still on football in the major European leagues. One of them, the Italian Serie A, is kick-started again this very particular weekend. And of course, in the Italian Serie A, you see the one of the opening games. You see Genoa and Inter Milan. Genoa and Inter Milan, they drew that game 2 goals, 2-2. Yes, that is 2-2. Parma and Fiorentina 1-1. Although Fiorentina received red card in that very particular match, but then they drew that game 1-1. AC Milan, of course, AC Milan, Inter Milan, both of them in the same city. It is 2-2 because the same city, they play 2-2 again with Torino. Them too, they play 2-2 with Torino. And Empoli and Monza 0-0. That is the draw. That's the result of that very particular encounter. And we go to Verona and Napoli. Verona 3, Napoli 0. That team, Napoli, has been going downward and downward since their fallout with their striker, that Nigerian man, Victor Osimhen. They have been going downward and downward, and Victor Osimhen is getting ready to move from that particular team. At the moment, feelers are coming in, things are coming in. It's almost set. Is he going to move to Chelsea? Is he going to move to PSG? No one knows at the moment, but the transfer window is still open. We don't know what is going to happen, but then we are looking forward to see him moving, and wherever he's moving to, good luck to him. And of course, let's quickly move from Napoli to Bologna and Udinese 1-1. They play Cagliari and Roma, one of those teams that just come back into the Italian Serie A. They play 0-0 with Roma. Lazio beat Venezia 3-1. Leeds lost to Atalanta. You know Atalanta now. Atalanta, that beautiful team that beat Leverkusen the other day. That team that have our own homegrown player, Lookman. Yes, that team, they beat this Leeds team 4-0 in their home ground. Atalanta went to visit them, Leeds, and beat them 4-0. And of course, Juventus was showing Como class. They show Como class by beating them 3-0 at home. At the moment, the league table for Italia Serie A is looking pretty at the moment too, and of course Atalanta is at the top with that 4 goals. They are standing at the top. Juventus is in second place, while Verona is in third place and Lazio is in fourth place. The bottom 4 at the moment are Venezia, Como, Napoli, and Leeds in that very particular order. They are there in the league. And let's quickly move on from there to League One. Yes, let's quickly move on to League One. Let's move on to League One. in the League One, ladies and gentlemen, you do all know that the French are the one that just finished hosting this very particular Olympic at the moment, talking about the Paris 2024. But the table at the moment in League One, the results in that very particular game in League One, Le Havre played PSG and they lost to PSG 4-1. Yes, they lost to PSG 4-1 at home. Brest, they play Marseille and Marseille showed them class, and they were equally punished 5-1 in that very particular encounter. Lille, they play Reims and they beat Reims at home 2-0. Reims even get a gift of red card in that very particular match. Monaco won Saint-Etienne at home 1-0. Auxerre won Nice at home 2-1, and Montpellier drew Strasbourg 1-1. Toulouse at the moment drew Nantes 0-0, while you have Angers and Lens playing 0-1. Yes, Lens won Angers at home 1-0. At the moment, their table is looking pretty too. Marseille is at the top with that 5-1 win. They are standing at the top, while PSG is at the second place. While Rennes are third, and Lille is at fourth place. While we have Brest in the bottom four are Reims, Le Havre, Lyon, and Brest at the moment. Yes, both one. Of course, you know this league only have 18 participants at the moment. Let's now quickly give it to you that in this very particular league, 18 participants are participating. We all know that all these European leagues at the moment, the first day of the league is usually looking like this. A team might won the first one now, and then by match day 10 you'll be seeing that team at the first place that is now in our 17th position. We all know there's a lot of elephants on the trees now, as usually, you pardon me, all Arsenal fans, because the elephant is usually Arsenal are standing at the top. But at the moment, a lot of our elephants are on the top of the trees right now, and we know elephants, that is not their home, and the trees will be broken and the branches will break and the elephants will come down, and of course every elephant that broke the branches, we pay for the branches of the trees that they broke. At the moment in time, we will be going at the moment, but before we go, let's quickly tell you that Adamasule Cup, the 11th edition of its kind, you see it here, Adamasule Cup, the 11th edition of its kind is coming up at Pipeline Field, Aboru and Dead. If you are interested in this particular game, kindly contact them, and then they will give you or you can contact us in the studio. We will give you the details of how to go about this in this very particular beautiful game. Community games are ongoing every other place. Adamasule Foundation was at Diamond Estate Phase 3 over the weekend to conduct and coordinate the community games with them, and it's a fun fair affair over there. We will be giving you gist and many more when we come back to this program. At the moment, at this very particular moment, I remain my humble self, like Bashir Sports, and I'm saying thank you for joining us on CTV, and we will be meeting you next time. Stay tuned and God bless.